Hey guys, I'm Marcus Buff Bagwell, and one of the things I'm most known for is the Buff Strut. But people always ask me how I came up with it. And man, it is a great story. But before I tell the story, make sure you hit subscribe right here on this video to stay in the loop for future videos. And if you want to check out wrestling, sports merch, or my own merch, or even book a cool cameo, then click the links in the description of this video. Now listen to the Buff Strut story. Baltimore, Maryland, WCW is having a house show. Baltimore Arena, the year 96, I'm guessing 97, maybe late 96, early 97. And the Baltimore Arena was known to be, the city of Baltimore was known to be a heel crowd. Marcus Alexander Bagwell got booed out of that building for years, buddy, for years. 6 or 7 to be exact. 6 or 7 years of getting booed because WCW had a great following in Baltimore, Maryland, a great following. It was really known to be kind of our WCW town. You know, World Championship Wrestling was Baltimore Arena, man. So we actually loved doing stuff at the Baltimore Arena. We loved doing house shows, and we did a lot of great shows there. But this one particular night was the first time I had been to the Baltimore Arena since I was a heel, since I was Buff Bagwell. And I remember the guys, the talent, the boys, kind of knew where my character was going before I did. I think they saw something special before I saw it. I just was trying to do this character and, you know, just doing an exaggeration character of myself, an exaggerated Marcus Alexander Bagwell, which was Buff. But I didn't really know it was really working. And then all of a sudden the boys I saw kind of were getting interested in what I was doing. So this particular night, it was me and Scott Norton. I'm not sure who we wrestled, but we had a tag match in Baltimore. And I remember Sting and the whole locker room of boys came to at the curtain to watch me wrestle. So when I went out there, man, I was Buff times 10. I was doing all of the Buff stuff, man, just getting mad, you know, getting onto the crowd. I went over the railing. I sit in the front row drinking a beer with one of the fans. Everybody's laughing. The Baltimore fans are loving Buff Bagwell. I was loving it because I usually get booed by the Baltimore crowd. Everything was going great, man. Great match, great show, great everything. I get to the back, and the boys are, I'm seeing Jim Duggan's and Sting's and Lex Luger's doubled over, man, laughing, you know, like, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Man, you're on to something here, man. You've really stay with what you're doing. Stay with what you're doing. This is really good stuff, Bagwell. Really good stuff. And I was really excited. And then Sting goes, yeah, man, that dance you did. And I go, that what now? He said, that dance you did, man, it was really cool. And I go, what dance? And he goes, come on, man, your dance. And I said, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. So Dallas Page used to video all of the house show matches so he could look back and critique his match. And the other boys, why not? He had the whole show on his camera. Instead of just setting it up for his match, he would just hit record and just let it tape the whole house show. And I remember going to Dallas and saying, hey, Dallas, let me look at it, let me rewind. So I rewind it to look back at the video to see what this dance was. And I see when I did this move, that I did this crazy big arm swaying, leg swaying dance into the double bicep. And I was like, and when Sting rewatched it, and I think it was Jim Duggan also, when we rewatched it, everybody really laughed again, like out loud, like belly laughed. And I was like, is it that funny? And they go, oh my God, it's hilarious. So I, of course, look at it on film and I see what I did and I just kind of copy it. And then it got to be where I would, go out, lock up with somebody and do a quick little move and I'd come up and right into, it makes me laugh talking about it, but right into that dance, and right into the buff strut. And it was hilarious. It was a really fun thing that added to the Buff Bagwell character. And again, it wasn't one, the best things come from not planning them. I mean, I never went over an interview. I never went over, something you're going to do that when you see it, when you get it done naturally, it's harder. It's harder to do naturally. But if you can really let it happen naturally, it's some of your best stuff ever, I've noticed. So with interviews, man, it was off the cuff. With ring entrances, it was off the cuff. Whatever you saw, you ad-libbed. Ad-libbing, man. That's what Buff was about. I lived at the moment. If I would have planned my walk, you just can't do that. You can't plan your entrance. You got to just have that entrance down. So, but buddy, after that ring entrance, and I'm not sure if it was every time. I don't think it was every time, but most of the time it started with me coming out, boom, 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 and into that double bicep, and it would actually tickle me when I did it. So I remember seeing a Grand Prix race one day on like NBC, and I wasn't popular enough yet for them to know, for the announcers to know who the racer was doing. But a guy that won, I can't remember his name, but he won the race, and when he got out of the car, he did the Buff Bagwell strut, and he went into the double bicep. And I think I read about it in a magazine or something somebody showed me, but on the TV, nobody really knew it was Buff Bagwell that did that. You saw the John Cena thing that was super cool, but everybody knew Cena did that, but I was too new to know who done it, but it was a really cool thing to see, something I created and, somebody, have a good time with it. The Buff Strut really was something that when you saw it, it really fit the Buff Bagwell character, and it made me laugh and feel good when I did it because I could just tell as I was doing it that it was entertainment, man. It was family friendly, hilarious entertainment at a very, very top level, and it was something that was without saying a cuss word, without being ugly. It was clean, good fun, and that was hard to do for us at WCW. We were a G-rated program, and the WWF was PG, but it was awful good to know you could do something very simple and make it creative enough that people really had a good time with it. The Buff Bagwell strut will always be one of my favorite things.